Mortal Kombat first reviews praise a violently fun film. Early reviews for Mortal Kombat movie are up, and the reboot is receiving high praise for its stylish action and loyalty to the games. Dun, dun. It looks like fans can get ready to celebrate a strong adaptation that doesn't feature Johnny Cage.
He got caged.
The guy said it seemed wrong to go with a white guy as a hero.
Beautiful and unique snowflakes.
Even though he would just be another combatant amongst other combatants.
There can be only one.
And Liu Kang should ultimately be the fucking hero.
You go ahead. Find out what that was. Lou and I'll wait right here.
Hey, they always go for guys that know nothing about the source material.
What is going on here? Who is this guy?
Oh, great.
Oh, there's your rational explanation.
The film doesn't release in U.S. until April 23rd, but it's already premiered in several territories, because fuck America, right? And critical consistency so far is an excellent sign. Mortal Kombat stars Lewis Tan. It's directed by Simon McQuoid. The history of video game movie adaptations is full of mediocre, disappointing, and downright bad attempts. You don't say.
I know Halloween stores that have much better masks.
The 1995 Mortal Kombat film has stood for decades as one of the genre's better examples, but it's a sequel. 1997's Mortal Kombat Annihilation was widely banned because it was a horrible, god-awful experience.
It's game over, man!
When the news of a live-action Mortal Kombat reboot first came out, it was met with both excitement and understandable trepidation. Now, though, it looks like the franchise's fans may finally be able to breathe a sign of relief. So it might not be the deepest or most complex story, but the fight, choreography, and stunt work are already receiving high praise. It sounds like fans of the games in particular will be satisfied with the way the characters and lore are handled. Check out some of the early reviews for Mortal Kombat below IGN Middle East. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you'll have a blast since you'll fill in the gaps with your pre-existing knowledge of the series and just revel in the violence. But for the average viewer, there will be a little reason to care for the stakes here. Ultimately, that's what 2021's Mortal Kombat comes down to. A solid video game adaptation full of fan service for the game. Stay for the sequel tease.
Here's Johnny.
Critical Hit says, for every step backward it takes, Mortal Kombat then promptly flying bicycle kicks its way forward again to the point where I walked out of the cinema not just thoroughly entertained, but actually all in on the next chapter teased in its closing moments. With just 50 million reported price tag, the film won't need to do much to break even and guarantee a sequel. So let's just hope that 2021 doesn't pull a fatality on the franchise.
I'll crush him in one blow.
I'm all for a sequel as long as...
Here's Johnny.
All right.
James Marsh from South China Morning Post. Mortal Kombat is not for the disconcerting palate, but for those in the know. Get over here. Somebody from Geek Culture. As a movie based on the popular video game, Mortal Kombat effectively brings the game's world onto the silver screen with a lot of care and attention to detail. The characterizations and portrayal of the beloved fighters are close enough to their game counterparts to not include Johnny Cage.
No jokes. Let's do it.
That's what she said.
Fighting styles being almost identical to the game, the visual, sound effects, score, and action are exactly what fans have been looking for since the original 1995 film and more. This one's from Fortress. Mortal Kombat 2021 doesn't come without its knocks, from pacing issues to lack of character development.
Your comments were very hurtful.
And strange editing. It isn't just a quick win.
Hashtag you suck.
Yet, despite the occasional blow, the film still keeps kicking and comes out victorious in the end. Sometimes you just need to watch a movie where a character freezes another one's blood and stabs him with it. Yahoo News! Singapore, Brian Tan. Fans will be pleased to know that the movie is a very significant upgrade from the 1997 Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's not something I would say. If you want to indicate that this is a good movie, you need to say it's a step up from the first one.
Why was this treachery ever allowed?
So fans can also expect trademark catchphrases and signature moves from the character in the movie. Which are true to the video game franchise. Some critics have said that Mortal Kombat won't be as enjoyable for those who aren't familiar with the video games, but that could be seen as a refreshing change from the past adaptations. More often than not, video game movies been criticized for changing too much about the source material. Johnny Cage, yielding films that are disappointing to fans and largely uninteresting to newcomers. At the very least, Mortal Kombat seems to be keeping its loyalists in mind, which bodes well for potential sequels. Johnny Cage. Now, it's also exciting to see the film's fight choreography and stunt work receives such high praise. The Mortal Kombat cast is packed with talented martial artists like Johnny Cage. Seeing them go head to head has been one of the reboot's biggest selling points. Johnny Cage. Guys built on ninjas, dragons, fireballs, and fatalities. That's not necessarily a bad thing if its early reviews are accurate. Mortal Kombat looks like it will be satisfying adaptation that longtime fans can be proud of in a world of video game movies that alone is a significant accomplishment.
Never give up hope.
Right now, early reviewers are praising it, but how often do these guys shield? How often do they stuff their mouths with big corporation dick and so they can get in on the early access action, spreading their ass? Do you think it's actually going to be good? I actually think it's going to be good, but still, Johnny Cage. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Are you greatly looking forward to this? I know I am.